Got some scavenger action for you. Found this earlier. Nice chunks of copper wire in this plastic tube. I think it's plastic. Yeah, it's plastic. Well, I thought I would start the video and by pulling these out of here, but they're not cooperating, of course. Oh my goodness. Well, anyways, I've got a book I sold on Amazon, and these are that pair of white Nikes from my last video, like size 13 or so. I should give the sizes out every time I find nice shoes, because this person's just eyeballing them. I did set them next to my shoes, so they had a good idea how big they were. But anyways, if you want to buy stuff from my videos, check out the description. I have the information how to do it. It's real easy. I just put it down in the description. It'll be in the description of all my videos from now on, because I want to explain it every single time. Okay, there we go. Once I get one of these out, the other two will come out a lot easier, I think. Oy, oy, oy. There we go. Okay. Now you should come out easier. A little bit. Okay. This one should just slide out. There we go. Now we're cooking. Plastic is worth nothing where I live. That's some nice chunky wire there. It's got a good content of wire. That might go as a #1. So that right there is about equivalent to a $1 bill. The prices are kind of down, so maybe a little less. Anyways, I'm gonna run down to the post office and then do some dumpster diving, some scavenging, see what I can find for you. Lots of times there'll be lizards out here on this hot concrete, and they'll run under the dumpsters. I can never get them on film. There was one right there. For one reason or the other, he's not running. He's looking right at me with his little lizard eye. I don't know if the GoPro can pick that up or not. But he's just, huh, look at that. Why is he not running? There he goes. He's a pretty tame little guy. Usually they're really sketchy. Oh, there he goes. Keep going, boy. You better move faster than that. You're lucky I'm not a cat. You lucky I'm not a cat, boy. There he is. I don't know why he didn't go into the dumpster. There was one almost twice that size. Well, a little bigger than that one anyway. Went under the dumpster when I first pulled up. Those lizards don't get all that big. The first one was about the biggest one I've ever seen. They've probably been out here eating bugs and ants all summer, getting fat for the hibernation, I suppose. There goes another one. Was that the same one? What a goon ball. Oh, it's a little one. Look at that. Little tiny one. For one reason or the other, they're not as sketchy as normal. Not exactly the first thing I wanted to find, but that looks like it's got some value to it. It's no cheapie. Oh, I don't have the heart to take that to the scrapyard. That's really nice, actually. There's nothing wrong with that, dude. It's gonna be Freetail swag I could probably sell something like that if I really wanted. But nice thing about that Freetail Store is it just allows me just to move stuff immediately, you know, not putting any labor into it. That's the main thing, you know. Sure, you could, I mean, you'd probably be better off selling it like on Craigslist or something, you know, trying to sell it at a garage sale, but I can just get rid of it and make, you know, a little bit of money off just the time I'm telling you to, you know, the time I'm talking about it to you right now. And the bell's busted, you know. And then when I put it in the Freetail Store, I'll talk about it for another 30 seconds or so. So I'm perfectly fine just giving away everything for free and just making money off the ad revenue, you know what I mean? Trading off labor for money. The Freetail Store is actually a pretty interesting thing if you think about it. Giving, you know, literally giving stuff away for free, and I'm making money. It's kind of an odd thing. Really wasn't possible before the days of YouTube to do something like that, you know. I mean, it was if you were making advertising money, but I mean, for the, oh wow, oh boy, sheesh, there's a lot of stuff in here. There's an interesting toolbox back there, extension cords down there. But if you take the idea of that Freetail Store, if you have a decent YouTube channel, mine's real small, mine's about as small as it could be and still be profitable. But like, one of the first videos I ever saw on YouTube was some young guys filling up a little swimming pool, or good sized swimming pool, with Coca-Cola, and then they were going to put some of those Mentos in there and make it foam, but they made the mistake of using Coke and not Diet Coke. But you know, I mean, they spent a ton of money filling up the swimming pool with Coca-Cola, and then they flew like a $1,500 drone into it at the end and just totally ruined the drone. And I was just sitting there thinking to myself, you know, I mean, why would you spend all that money? You know, what a waste of money. Like buying that Coke and then flying a brand new, I'm not sure what kind of drone it was. It might have been even more expensive than that. You know, $1,500, $2,000, and just ruined it, you know. And then it dawned on me. I watched the same video sometime later, and nice pieces of copper. I watched the same video sometime later, and it had like, I can't remember exact numbers, but I think like millions of views, you know. And a video that gets millions of views, like my entire channel over 2.5 years has like 7.5 million views. And this just one video I'm telling you about, these guys with that Coca-Cola, like millions and millions of views off that one video. So they probably made, I don't know how much they made, but they could have made $10,000, you know, $20,000 off just that one video. And it dawned on me, that's how they can afford to ruin a brand new drone, because they can go buy 5 more. So those big YouTube channels, it just opens doors for people. But I was thinking, like with my channel, the size of my channel, I could go sit like outside of a fast food place, like by the drive-thru, and I could just sit there and tell people, hey, if you let me make this video, I'll pay for your lunch, you know, I'll pay for all your guys, you know, the whole car full of lunch, or dinner or whatever, you know. There's brand new batteries. It's come in handy. And so you could just sit there like at a drive-thru and for like an hour and buy people's lunch and dinner, and then make a video about it, post it to YouTube and monetize it with ads, and you can make the money off the ad revenue, and you can make more money than what you gave to those people, you know. Like if I made $100, if I got like 20,000 views, I'd make maybe $100, $150 off that, give or take. I mean, it's different, but in that ballpark. And you know, say I only spent 75 on everyone's lunch, you know, and I make 150 off the video. I don't get that many views usually, 20,000. I usually get like up to 10,000, but I don't make very much money on YouTube. But I'm just saying the potential is there. You really couldn't do it with a channel a whole lot smaller than mine, but with a bigger channel, there's just so many things you could do. You could sit there and literally give everyone free lunch and free dinner, turn around, post it, and make, you know, as much money as you gave. You spent 75, but you made 150 off the video, you know what I mean? It's an interesting thing if you sit and think about it for a while. Yeah. Brake pad. This is gonna be a good dumpster. I'm sorry I'm talking your ear off, but I think that's an interesting way of looking at things. And that Freetail Store, it actually could be really disruptive if a lot of big YouTubers started doing that. But it would take a lot, millions and millions. But look at that. What's it? It's a little utility tool. I'm gonna strap this camera on my head so I can make a better video for you. Better. So like I was saying, I don't make a whole lot. That would be nice for the kitty cats and the raccoons. I know they're down there. Yeah, that's a stud sensor. Not too shabby. Nice little utility tool. Shoot, I'm keeping that for myself. That's a nice one. Gerber suspension. That's got all kinds of little doodads. It's got little knife blades, screwdriver blades, bottle opener, probably a can opener maybe or something in there. All kinds of little doodads. That's nice. That's actually gonna go down here into my tool section. Anyways, I don't make a whole lot of money on my YouTube channel. I haven't grown my YouTube channel financially. It hasn't grown for about a year. I'm not making any more money than I was at this time a year ago, so I don't want anyone thinking I'm making a bunch of money. But like those guys, ladies, the people that have big successful YouTube channels, or they can get hundreds of thousands of views on every video right away that they publish. Those people really have a good thing. I don't know if a lot of them realize the potential. I'm sure they do. When their check goes into their bank account, I'm sure they probably realize it. Oh, this is good stuff here. It's real good stuff. I better actually put that in there. That's nice #1 wire there. Nice extension cords. These are always a welcome sight. That might have been a good vacuum cleaner, but just don't take the time to mess with it. Lots of people out there could do something with that. They might have a way to sell it right away, you know. Just depends on what you're set up for. I just have my own stuff I do, so I really don't have any other time to do anything else. I want to get to that toolbox back there. When I first started making these videos, people would constantly ask me about the vacuum cleaners I find, why I don't try to sell them or do something with them. It's because I might find 1,000 of them in a year, you know. Even if you had your own brick and mortar shop where you sold stuff, you'd have a hard time selling 1,000 of them in a year. So it just gets to a point where you kind of develop your own little system. I think that's a old fire. Maybe a heating and cooling something. Nice little bit of water. Some little drill bits. I'll keep some of the stuff, but for the most part, oh boy, it's moldy, darn it. That would have been nice. Cleveland brown. That's got food all over it, and it's all moldy. That's too bad. That was a nice coat. Oh boy. Look at that. More little utility, another utility tool. Pocket knife. Sheffield. Well, I wasn't expecting to see this much in here. I really don't like doing this in the middle of the day. I didn't know it was going to be this big of a job. A little chisel. Nice little screwdriver. Nice little straps. I usually just take those to the scrapyard though. I'm gonna get this and get out of here before someone tells me to leave. Oh, talk about it later. And new strap, it looks like. Orange wire was nice, number one. Neat little box. Alright, pocket knife. Well, somebody really threw away a lot of nice stuff. There's a little padlock with the key. I like finding when they got the keys in. What do you think about that? Copper. Old cell phone. I'll send to board sort. I'll put the link down to board sort or down in the description. Chunks of brass and stuff. If you want to make a little extra money, check out boardsort.com. Oh, that's a nice piece of brass. Sheesh. Well, shoot. circuit board like this, not worth anything, but I'll throw it in my tin pile to scrapyard. That probably goes dirty brass, maybe. Oh, battery charger. Tool. Breast craft. Looks like it works. The blade's all grizzled up. Oh, I think that's gonna do it. That's a nice little wrench. Oh yeah. Huh. Nice little ratchet. Okay, I'm gonna get out of here. Just gonna take this and come back. Let's see what's in this toolbox. Look at that. JCPenney. I can't say I've ever found a JCPenney toolbox that I'm aware of anyway. Make my thumbnail right here. What do you think? Good thumbnail? I better do it down here actually. Okay. First off, I go right to the copper bits. Nice little bits of copper. Copper, copper, copper. More copper. There's a little, what is that thing? Is that like a, I thought it was a glass cutter or something. I don't know. Odd little thing. Let us know in the comments section what that is. I know people out there know what it is. Hex drill socket drivers. Brand new. That's probably what, $7, $8, $9, $10. Bought stuff. What's down here? Hey, this is a little chalk line marker. That's kind of nice. Aluminum. I'll probably just scrap that. More brass. Nice chunk of copper. Another pair of those batteries. Always come in handy. A little bit. Saw blade. Guess that's it. Oh, big old Allen wrench. Look at that. I didn't even see that thing. Some kind of weird springy thing. Alright. Put that tote in the scrap vault. Fresh tote action. As you can see, there's tons of people around here, so I'm just gonna get this and get out of here. another tube flaring kit. Unless I find something interesting, I guess I'll stop and talk about it. Tube flaring kit, Central Forge. When I first saw that label, I thought it was road flares, safety flares. Someone might want these crates at the Freetail Store. With these straps, I usually just scrap them because they got big chunks of metal on them. I would hate for something to be wrong with the straps, you know what I mean? Just doing this for so long, you start getting those ideas after you do it for a while about safety issues and stuff, you know? Someone could have 5,000 pounds of steel strapped to their load and going down the highway, you know? You don't want that to be have a malfunction of some sort, you know? A lot of people on YouTube have a habit of just assuming that everything dumpster divers find is good, and that's not true. A large percentage of it is in the dumpster for a reason. So it's hard to tell sometimes, but it could be a costly assumption. Whoa, whoa, look at that. Oh, scooter's falling over. It's got some weight to it. Looks nice. Sometimes I'll give those straps to people, but I'll tell them, you know, make sure they inspect them and there's nothing wrong with them. Make sure I tell them I got them out of the dumpster, you know. That's why a lot of people, I don't know about a lot, but some people get upset with me when I talk about those people that take food out of dumpsters and donate it to places without telling them where it came from. It's super dangerous, and it might be something you see on YouTube and think, oh yeah, give the homeless people all that food. Well, it's a garbage dumpster, you know what I mean? There's a big difference than taking expired food from a grocery store shelf and giving it to someone, as opposed to letting it sit in a 150-degree scalding hot dumpster for 3 summer days, and then taking it to a homeless shelter and giving it to someone. You could be risking their life. Well, you literally are risking your life. No way around that fact. But anyways, enough of that. Sneak peek. The scrap vault. Overflowing. I was wanting to get them cleaned out too. There's a giant motorcycle rally coming to town, starting tomorrow. I just remembered. Bunch of motorcycles driving around waving at me. Now I see why. That's my automatic video I gotta make every year. Film all the different kinds of rides and stuff. Some wild looking machines are gonna start showing up. My favorite are the kind that look like insects. The motorcycles, they got all decked out. Did you know the word farkle means motorcycle gear? Like when they add big chrome pieces and stuff, they call it farkling it out. I had no idea when I started using that word. Sometimes these dark clouds dictate on where I go. I was down that part of town, but I'm gonna slide over here into the blue. I could stock up the Freetail Store. What do you think? I'll take a few of them. Well, I almost got out from under it. I'm gonna have to go over there further. It's actually raining, you just can't really tell. It's a light sprinkle. I don't know, what do you think? Sometimes it's hard telling. I'm gonna say that's abandoned. Gotta be careful with that stuff though. Could be this person right here, you know, maybe just set it over here or something. That one was close enough to the dumpster where I'm just gonna claim it, but so I googled the word Farkle. For those of you that don't know, I have a Farkle contest coming up New Year's Eve. All the money I find scavenging, I'm gonna give away. I call them Farkles. I adopted it in a video once at the Goodwill. I found a game, a board game or a card game called Farkle, and I had been using Yahtzee when I find something good, but anyways, long story short, I just started calling them coins Farkles. So I googled it, and the word Farkle also means motorcycle accessories. I'll be making a video here in the next couple days showing these bicycle or these motorcycles coming into town. Some of them are like choppers and they look like dragonflies, and those are my favorite kind because they're works of art. That's how I see them. They're pretty cool, some of them. I'll be showing that to you. They're all farkled up. It's not bad. I drove about a mile getting away from that storm or that rain cloud, and I seem to be driving the exact way it's going. I'm directly underneath of it, but look at it, the sun's burning it off. It's just a little tiny thing now. It's still spitting water on me though. Speaking of Farkles, this is just air conditioning water. It's nothing gross. Farkle. That's a beat up Farkle. That's an old Farkle. Seen many moons. I think it's air conditioning water. Rainwater maybe. It's not scum water like that. You gotta be careful of the funk. Speaking of the funk, oh, I think a bird pooped on me. Come on, man. Really? I guess it's better than on my face. Shoot. Speaking of the funk. Oh boy, that was a while ago. Huh. Surprised I didn't notice it. I got dried bird poop on me. That's wonderful. bad looking big. Louis Vuitton. Louis Vuitton. That can't be real, can it? That's gotta be knockoff, right? I found a lot of high quality, expensive stuff, but I've never found a real Louis Vuitton. It's usually pretty easy to tell if you can set a real one next to a fake one, but just having this one to look at, I'm not sure what I'm dealing with. I'm just gonna have to say it's a knockoff for now, but I will search that one out because that appears to be real leather, and it's not cheaply made. Even if it's a knockoff, it's very well made. It's one of the better ones I've seen. It's got Louis Vuitton on it. So Louis Vuitton, made in France. If it's a knockoff, it's one of the best knockoffs I've ever seen. So I don't know. There's people out there watching know exactly what that is when they first see it. So I'm gonna have to look at that on the internet. Let me know what you think in the comments. If it's a knockoff, it's a nice knockoff. I tell you what, Louis Vuitton, Paris. Shoot, I'm gonna keep that one clean. Like I said earlier, if you want to buy something straight out of my video, the directions to do it real easily right down there in the description. Here's another example of what I was talking about before. Is that someone discarding those, or is that someone drying them out? You know, that's too far away from the dumpster to mess with for me. But if you do this sort of thing, you want to watch out for that. You don't want to take people's stuff. Let's check out that Arky Lures factory where I made my $25,000 score. When they first started going out of business, I got lucky, and well, if you want to watch the video, it's down in the description, the link to it. This used to be a big fishing lure factory. I wonder what they're turning it into. There might be some nice scrap metal coming out of this place now. They're not ripping it down. I thought they were going to rip it down. They're just gutting it. They're using the frame. My battery's almost out on my camera, so this video may be ending shortly. Oh boy, hey, look at it. Oh boy, that looks a lot better. Look at it. For those of you that have seen this before, it used to be a yellow, nasty, rusty, torn up thing, but I don't know if they painted it or put new siding on it. It's probably new siding. I think they ripped all the siding off and used the steel frame. That's nice. What do you think? I thought they were gonna rip down an aluminum Quonset hut, but they're just redoing that one too. No scrap metal coming out of there that they're not keeping anyway. For those of you that haven't watched my videos before, that's the site of the best dumpster score I've ever had. It was pretty nice, I have to say. They don't get a whole lot better than that. It's a $25,000 jackpot video down there if you want to find it. It wasn't just fishing lures, also like a beauty pageant contestant threw out a bunch of stuff. as well, and there was like hairstyling stuff in there. Anyways, if you want to watch the video, there was a plethora of stuff. Farkle. I hear farkles in there somewhere. I was gonna leave that bag because it's got some kind of stuff smushed on the side, but it's really not that bad. I think that might be a pretty good quality bag. Well, that's probably kind of cheap now that I look at it, but someone might want that at the Freetail Store. That stuff, whatever that is on the inside, it's nothing gross. It looks like it'll come off. I'll clean it up a bit, but that's a nice bag. Okay, so I decided not to keep this. I'll let someone else clean that up. It's not bad, but there's farkles in there somewhere I heard bouncing around. There they are. 5 farkle. 6 farkle. It looks like maybe makeup or something. I don't know what it is. Oatmeal, who knows. It's not too bad, but I'm not gonna mess with it. I haven't put stuff like that in the Freetail Store, and I'm not gonna start now, I guess. So but that's a nice looking, that's a sharp looking bag. XO. But I'll let someone else have that. Put that on the curb. Take my farkles and be on my way. All right, that's gonna wrap up the video. Oh, I found a little car dashboard sun thing. It's just a cheapie. Someone bought the last one out of my video. It was a Ford. It was a real nice one. That was just a cheap one, I think. But these disappear from the Freetail Store quick. And then some more scrapola. But oh, that's dangerous. Get rid of that. I sure hope you enjoyed this video. I appreciate you coming along for the ride. And as always, thanks for watching. Get the sun out of your eyes. Whoa.